Testing 1 2, testing 1 2 3 on Zaleski Sports. It is the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders and the DC Everest Evergreens here this afternoon from the Quadplex here at Lincoln High School. Good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome to Wisconsin Rapids for this afternoon's big Wisconsin Valley Conference matchup. It is the visiting DC Everest Evergreens and the home Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders. Good afternoon, everyone. Steve Maves here from the beautiful Quadplex in Wisconsin Rapids. It is a picture-perfect day, low 70s, barely any wind. It is outstanding weather here in Wisconsin Rapids today. We're going to send it over to PA announcer Chad Lewis for our starting lineups.
Batting third, the catcher, number 24, Andrew Cotter. Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 1, Preston Miller. Batting fifth, the pitcher, number 23, Nate Langben. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Caden Bankston. And he is hitting for number 12, the first baseman, Noah Shumaleski. Batting seventh, right fielder, number 4, Jake Versamak. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 11, Pearson McDonald. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 7, Logan George. The Evergreens are coached by Dave Langben, assisted by Josh Nielsen and Coleman Schilling. And now for the starting lineups for your Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders. Leading off, playing center field, number 3, Brennan Huber. Batting second to second baseman, number 8, Brett Simonson. Batting third, the catcher, number 19, Cannon Plowman. Batting fourth, the pitcher, number 21, Braden Lewis. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 11, Ethan Freeman. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 16, Trevor Martin. And he'll be hitting for the third baseman, number 17, Josh Dekarski. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 5, Jackson Laskowski. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 2, Caleb Ellis. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 27, Marco Simonson. Head coach for Lincoln High School is Bob Golita. He is assisted by Dan O'Connell and Brian Wynn. The umpires for tonight's game are Chester Markham and John Arata. At this time, please rise, remove your hats, face the flag as we honor veterans who have proudly served our country and those who are currently serving this great nation home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, welcome back to the Wisconsin Rapids Quadplex here on this picture-perfect, gorgeous Tuesday afternoon here in central Wisconsin. It is the visiting DC Everest Evergreens and the home Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders. It's going to be what we think anyway, should be a pitcher's duel. Two of the top pitchers in the conference going at it today. Braden Lewis on the mound for Wisconsin Rapids. Nate Langben on the mound for DC Everest. Braden Lewis will go up against Color Soppy, Colin Ebersold, and Andrew Cotter, 1, 2, and 3. Preston Miller, Nate Langben, and Caden Bankston. Jake Versamak, Pearson McDonald, and Logan George the batting lineup for head coach Dave Langben and the DC Everest Evergreens. We'll try and get you some score updates from other games on the Zaleski Sports Network tonight. We've got a lot of them, including a huge conference game up in Schofield. DC Everest and Wisconsin Rapids softball. It is scoreless in the bottom of the third inning. Again, we'll get you more updates throughout the broadcast. If you know of any updates, let us know.
Shortstop, number 6, Kyler Soppe.
Kyler Soppe to lead things off for DC Everest here this afternoon. Getting started a little early here this afternoon in Wisconsin Rapids. That's all right by us. Soppe, the shortstop, going up against Braden Lewis. The first pitch this afternoon coming in from Braden Lewis at 4:55, and that was going to be hit fouling into the screen, 70 beautiful degrees. Very, very slight wind, if any. And Lewis is ahead in the count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. DC Everest only 12 games on the year so far, 4-1 in the conference. The 0-2 misses outside, 1-2. West Sports not always up to date with that. Let's see what our friends over at Valley Stats. Now, Everest 4-1 in the conference. And Allen bounces in front of home plate and behind Cannon Plum. And count runs even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's going to be hit foul and out of play once again. Valley standings, Spash leading the conference at 5-1, Everest at 4-1, Marshfield at 4-2. Spash and Marshfield in their games this week, including tonight, going on about 5 o'clock in Plover. And Lewis tries a little bit of a sidearm spinner. And the count runs full. Lincoln comes in at 3-3, Wausau West 3-5, East at 2-5, and a backwards K to start the outing for Braden Lewis. And Kyler Soppe,
number 3, Colin Ebersold.
Kyler Soppe looked back at the umpire. He kind of knew after the pitch. There's 1 up and 1 down for Colin Ebersold. Merrill rounds it out at 2-6 on the year in conference play. Hit over to third, backhanded by Tokarski in fair territory, across and not in time. That was close. Tokarski made it closer than it appeared to be right away. But an infield base hit for Colin Ebersold. Now Andrew Cotter.
Andrew Cotter.
Now Cotter with the runner at first and 1 out. Not a big lead over at first for Ebersold. Going to be hit weakly over to Simonson. Goes to second for 1. They get the lead out. Or they get the lead runner, I should say. Cotter reaches on to fielder's choice. And there's 2 away. Nice play there by Brett Simonson. Now rushing it. And they're going to get a courtesy runner for their catcher. Cole O'Brien will come in to run for Andrew Cotter. So runner at first, 2 away. We play in the top half of inning number 1 here this afternoon from Wisconsin Rapids. Cole O'Brien, the new runner for DC Everest. Had a couple games here last night fought through the rain and ended up being a nice night. Amherst and Iola Scandinavia both played here, baseball and softball, and Pacelli and Pittsville played here last night for baseball as well. The 0-1 back to Miller. Good for a strike, and it's 0-2. Wisconsin Rapids nearly unbeatable here in Wisconsin Rapids. Their 3 losses, all conference losses on the road. The 0-2 to Preston Miller. Misses high and away. One ball and 2 strikes. Last time we saw Wisconsin Rapids taking on Onalaska last Friday. A nice win for the Red Raiders after that marathon of a game against Marshfield. The 1-2 swung on. Throw down to second is into center field. And Cannon didn't ask. So stolen base, and now they're going to ask if he had offered on the swing. Pretty close there on the check swing. There's a runner at second after a oopsie stolen base, but in scoring position nonetheless. They've only got 3 losses. I'll change that in a second. 15-3 Wisconsin Rapids is. Counter run's full now. With Sports says Onalaska is beating them. That was not true. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lewis comes set to Preston Miller. And inside just missed. Now runners at first and second for the Wichita State commit, Nate Langben. Nate going to the Shockers after his senior year. Just a junior right now is Nate Langben. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Lewis comes set. Going to be driven to center. Brennan Huber settles under it for the 3rd out of the inning. And no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. We've played a half an inning here in Wisconsin Rapids. It's DC Everest nothing. Wisconsin Rapids coming up. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Tall, lanky Nate Langben getting ready to take on this Wisconsin Rapids batting order. It'll be Brendan Huber, Brett Simonson, and Cannon Plum in 1, 2, and 3. Braden Lewis, Ethan Freeman, Trevor Martin, 4, 5, and 6. Jackson Laskowski, Caleb Ellis, and Marco Simonson, 7, 8, and 9. Score update from Schofield on the softball side. We'll get that to you here in just a moment. Sebastian Marshfield also doing battle in softball. Rapids and DC Everest softball. It is
Leading off for the Red Raiders,
2-0.
center fielder number 3, Brennan Huber.
It is 2-0 DC Everest. They're in the top of the 4th inning. Brennan Huber to lead things off against Nate Langben. Should be a good battle here today between two of the top players in the conference. Making sure that they retrieve everything they need to. Brennan Huber leading the conference in batting. Just under 700. And the first offering from Nate Langben is a spinner, and it bounces away for a ball, 1-0. Nate Langben, 3-0 on the year. 20 1/3 innings pitched. Has only given up 7 hits in his 3 starts. 3 runs, 1 of them earned, 5 walks, and 38 strikeouts. His ERA is at .34. The 1-0. Low. As mentioned earlier, Nate heading to Wichita State. Not graduating this year, but graduating next year. So the Valley still has another year with Nate Langben. But he's behind the count to Brennan Huber, 3-0. This game has been obviously moved here to Wisconsin Rapids. Thursday's matchup is now going to be played in Schofield. The 3-0 to Brennan Huber. A late strike call just below the knees, and it's 3-1. (3-1) to Huber. And another low strike. And Nate has come all the way back, and it's a full count. The 3-2. Going to be lined into center, and it's going to fall in front of Preston Miller. And a leadoff base hit. Again, just the 8th hit of the year in conference play, given up by Nate Langben.
Wisconsin Rapids, the second baseman, number 8.
And now Brett Simonson. Rustic Redefined provides a boutique shopping experience with unique and affordable clothing and accessories to fit your individual style. Shop Rustic Redefined on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. Runner at first and nobody out for the Red Raiders. Simonson at the plate, left-handed hitter. The second baseman, Huber, a good lead over there at first. Langben, long look, and fires home right down the gut for a strike, and it's 0-1. In conference, Brennan Huber with 11 stolen bases in the conference. Throw over to first, and that one gets away, and Huber, that one's going to go down the first base right field line. And now there's a runner at second.
Come on, Brett, there he is.
On the error. It's a matter of if they give it to Langben or the first baseman, Chmielewski, who hit off of his glove. Nonetheless, there's a runner at second for Wisconsin Rapids. Nobody out here in the first. And Nate Langben telling Andrew Cotter, let's go. The catcher for Everest. The 0-1 to Simonson. A spinner outside, missed. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Rapids with a scoring threat in the top of the 4th in softball, trailing 2-0. That game started at 4:30 in Schofield. Langben steps off again. And he looks into Andrew Cotter and says, what are we doing? Langben with a grin on his face. Fires home, swung on and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner at second for Wisconsin Rapids and nobody out. Again, a long, long look for Langben, trying to get his signs from Andrew Cotter figured out. The 1-2 to Simonson. 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, nobody out. Langben fires back home and swung on and missed. A strikeout for Nate Langben, and now Cannon Plowman, the catcher.
Rapids, the catcher, number 19, Cannon Plowman.
First offering to Cannon. High strike, and it's 0-1. Braden Lewis awaiting on deck for Wisconsin Rapids. Scoreless here in the first. Score from Amherst in a big Central Wisconsin East Conference game. Wittenberg-Burnhamwood 1, Amherst nothing. They're in the bottom of the sixth of their first game. A late spinner, or a late call on the spinner, and it's 0-2. No balls and two strikes to Cannon Plowman. Huber is at second with one out. Langben comes set. There's a swing and a miss and back-to-back strikeouts. 40th strikeout of the year for Nate Langben in conference play.
Now batting for the Red Raiders, the pitcher, number 21.
And now Braden Lewis. The runner at second. First offering to Braden Lewis from his counterpart, Nate Langben, is fouled back. Ethan Freeman awaiting on deck. No balls, one strike, two away. You're in the Rapids half of the first inning. Miss a low for a ball, evens it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Thank you to our game day sponsors, Rapids Sheet Metal, Sparhawk Trucking, and Scott Krug Realty, helping us bring you these games live and free all springtime long. 1 ball and 1 strike. And missed high to Braden Lewis, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike. To Braden Lewis. Long look again by Langben. 3-1. Three balls and 1 strike to Braden Lewis. He lifted up and out of play. Count runs full again. And Langben steps off. And now Andrew Cotter out to have a conversation. I already read that one. Spectrum Benefit Solutions has offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook. Get started today. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Braden Lewis. Langben kicks and fires. And lost him. Now runners at first and second for Ethan Freeman. Mobile Link in Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for car and boat services, including window tinting, remote start, and accessorizing. That's Mobile Link on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. Garrett Jones will come in to run for pitcher Braden Lewis. Runners at first and second here with 2 outs for Ethan Freeman, the first baseman for Wisconsin Rapids. Ethan had a big game against Onalaska the other night. At the plate, a couple of base hits, was outstanding on the mound. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. First one misses high. Langben struggling to bring the location down a tad. 1 ball, no strikes. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and second for Wisconsin Rapids here in the first inning. (2-0). Missed outside, 3-0. Langben shaking his head in frustration as Dave Langben coming out to have a conversation with that one. That one missed low. Nate's having trouble so far here in the first, locating his pitches. And you saw it early on, his frustration with his catcher, Andrew Cotter. I'll see what a quick meeting on the mound. Zach's Technology in downtown Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for residential and commercial computer repair, custom-built desktops, off-site backup, and mobile repair. Look to Zach's Technology in downtown Wisconsin Rapids. We play here in the first, 3-0 count to Ethan Freeman, with Trevor Martin awaiting on deck. Huber led the inning off with a base hit. Got to second on an error. And there's a strike in and out of the mitts of Andrew Cotter. Braden Lewis walked. Garrett Jones in to run for him. Runners at first and second. With 2 outs, the 3-1 to Ethan Freeman. And he walked him. Back-to-back walks. Now the bases are loaded for Trevor Martin. Again, going back to look at that, Nate Langben had only walked 5 players in his 20 1/3 innings so far this year in conference play. Runners at bases are loaded, I should say. Bases are loaded and 2 outs. Trevor Martin, the spinner, and again twisted up Andrew Cotter. All sorts of confused. It was a breaking ball, and Cotter stood up to catch a high fastball and twisted up his catcher. The 1-0. 2-0. 28th pitch incoming for for Nate Langben to Trevor Martin here. The 2-0 to Trevor Martin. There's a strike in the outside corner, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 coming back from Langben. 3-1. I don't know if it's the mound or if Nate is just struggling here early on. A little bit of both, it seems like. The 3-1. And a low inside strike. Gave him one there, it looked like. Runners will have a head start on the pitch from Nate Langben. And again, communication issues between Nate Langben and Andrew Connor continue. The 3-2 here. There go the runners. And a spinner and a beauty to get out of the inning. Langben ends up striking out the side, but Rapids able to get his pitch total up to 31 after 1/2 inning. We have played an inning complete. It is scoreless here in Wisconsin Rapids. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Caden Bankston to lead things off here in the Everest half of the second inning. Braden Lewis out there. First offering is good for a strike, and it's 0-1. Versamick waiting on deck for the Evergreens. The 0-1 hit foul into the Rapids dugout, and it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. The high chopper over to Simonson at second. Steps, low throw, and Freeman goes down to get it, and there's one away on the 4-3 ground out.
Now batting the right fielder, number 4, Jake Versamack.
Versamack now at the plate for DC Everest, the right fielder. Pearson McDonald waiting on deck, then Logan George if the inning continues. 1 up and 1 down here in the Everest half of the second inning. The first one bounced in there and to the screen, and it's 1-0. The Spring Yard Prep event is going on now at Fleet Farm. Score savings on soil, seed, mulch, and fertilizer as you get ready to bring your yard back to life. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Fouled straight back. Evens it up at a ball and strike. Fouled back again. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Pearson McDonald on deck. The 1-2 back. Just missed. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lewis working quickly, the 2-2. Swung on a miss. They've got to secure the out at first. And there's 2 away. Strikeout number 2 for Braden Lewis.
Now batting the left fielder, number 11, Pearson McDonald.
Now Pearson McDonald at the plate with 2 outs. Unlock the best home, auto, commercial, and personal loans in the Rapids area at Key Savings Bank. No matter what you're financing, Key Savings Bank has the personal touch to put you at ease. Dream big with small rates at Key Savings Bank. Also our scoreboard sponsor. Thank you to Key Savings Bank. All year long, football, basketball, and or fall, winter, and spring, I should say. We've got football and volleyball. A couple boys soccer games this last fall. And it's 2-0 now to Pearson McDonald. Wintertime, of course, girls and boys basketball, hockey, springtime soccer, football, or soccer, baseball, and softball. The 2-0 to McDonald is good for a strike at the knees, and it's 2-1. Upcoming Rapids will have 7, 8, and 9 in their second inning. And Lewis is behind the count, 3-1. Crossroad rivals doing battle in Eau Claire again this week, but it's on the softball diamond. Eau Claire North up 6-0 on Memorial. The 3-1. Gonna be line and snagged by Caleb Ellis at short to end the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We played an inning and a half. It's still scoreless. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
The Midstate Technical College Healthcare Simulation Center, in a partnership with Aspirus, is a state-of-the-art, interdisciplinary healthcare simulation center. It provides specialized spaces and simulation technology equipped with medium and high-fidelity mannequins and other equipment to create complex healthcare training scenarios. Visit our website at mstc.edu/simcenter.
The right fielder, number 5, Jackson Laskowski.
Jackson Laskowski to lead things off for Wisconsin Rapids. Score updates from around the network right now. Pacelli up 8-1 on Ullman Bancroft in girls softball. 2-0 in favor of DC Everest over Wisconsin Rapids in softball up in Schofield. And they're in the bottom of the 5th inning. And that one started at 4:30. That game cruising right along, only an hour long. And they're in the 5th already. Obviously, softball usually a little bit faster. And Laskowski behind the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Spash up 5-0 on Marshfield in softball. Amherst just took game 1 over Wittenberg Burnhamwood of their conference doubleheader, 4-1. And Laskowski swings and misses. And Langband picks up his 4th strikeout of the day.
Now batting for the Red Raiders.
And now Caleb Ellis, the shortstop.
Ellis.
Ellis made a nice play to end the last half inning over at short. Looks like Pacelli and Iowa Scandinavia non-conference baseball tied at 2. They're going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. First one to Ellis, misses a low one in. And then the other one's Columbus Catholic softball, putting a whooping on Owen Withy. Wrightstown up 4-2 on Wapaka in softball. They're in the top of the 7th. And it's 2-0 now to Caleb Ellis. And then Eau Claire North and Memorial, 6-0 in the bottom of the 2nd. Eau Claire North on top. 3-0 now to Caleb Ellis. Marcos Simonson awaiting on deck. Thank you for making us part of your Tuesday night here in Central Wisconsin. Langben fires back in the 3-0. 3-1 now to Caleb. Rapids had the bases loaded in the first. Langben able to work around a couple of walks. The 3-1 to Caleb Ellis. The high overhand spinner is good, and it's 3-2. The 3-2 from Nate Langben. Fouled straight back into the screen. The 3-2 coming back. Swung on and missed a high fastball, and there's 2 away. Strikeout number 5 for Nate Langben. There's 2 away for Marcos Simonson.
Number 27, Marcos Simonson.
Nobody on, 2 away here in the home half of the second inning. Number 9 hitter Marcos Simonson looks at a strike. Out of the windup, Nate Langben. Pitch number 43 already for Nate. Just high on the fastball, evens it up at a ball and a strike. Asks for a new baseball. Let us hear from our sponsor, and game brought to you in part by Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. 1-1 outside, and it's 2-1. Outside corner, good for a strike. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch number 46 for Nate Langben is missed outside, and count runs full. Second straight hitter that the count has gone full. Brendan Huber waiting on deck. Langben takes a deep breath on the 3-2. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout. 6 up and 6 down. Or 6 up, 6 outs, all strikeouts. We've played 2 completes. It is still scoreless. High school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Nine, 1, and 2 due up for DC Everest here in the visitor half of the third inning. Logan George against Braden Lewis, and the first offering is lifted up and out of play, first base side, and it's 0-1. Nobody on, nobody out. Third inning here in Wisconsin Rapids. Wisconsin Valley Conference matchup. Low for a ball. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Crystal Finishing Systems is a family-owned business now hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations with openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and so much more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com. 2-1 now to George. Top of the order, due up next, Kyler Soppe. See these guys a lot in the summertime as well for Legion ball. It's going to be hit sharply into left field, and number 9 hitter Logan George gets a base hit for the Evergreens. And now back to the top of the order, and Kyler Soppe struck out in the first. Very familiar name, Kyler Soppe. One of those names you'll see quite a bit this summer with Zaleski Sports coverage of the Wisconsin Valley American Legion season. Squares the bunt, pulls it back, throw down to first, and he's safe. Just getting back in time was Logan George. Kyler Soppe with the runner at first. The 1-0. Throw to first. Back in time. A couple of the little leaguers taking BP down the first base side. 1 ball and no strikes. Score update from Schofield. Rapids 2, Everest 2. Swinging away, didn't pull the trigger, and there for a breaking ball strike, and it's 1-1. They're still in the top of the 6th inning. Tied at 2, runner at second and 2 outs between Rapids and Everest. And girls softball. Rapids, the leaders of the Wisconsin Valley Conference right now. There goes the runner, swung on a miss, throw down to second, is got him in time. What a gun by Cannon Plumman, and what a tag by Caleb Ellis. And there's one away. Perfect tag, perfect spot. Caught stealing. Down goes Logan George. Couldn't have been. That was going to be popped up first base side. Long run for Simonson. Foul territory. He's going to make the catch. Freeman went over to try and play it, but overran it. Couldn't find it. That's a much easier play for a second baseman to get over there. And there's 2 away now for Colin Ebersol. Singleton was out on a fielder's choice in the first. And Rapids leads the Valley in softball. First one misses low to Ebersol. Andrew Cotter waiting on deck for the Evergreens. Two 2-0 now. Rapids leading that conference probably by a half a game or so. Spash has got a couple of conference losses. Rapids has got 1. Everest now picked up their second conference loss last night to Merrill. We'll have Rapids and Spash softball on Thursday in Plover. The 3-0 now to Ebersol is good for a strike, and it's 3-1. Rapids will have 1, 2, and 3 in their half of the 3rd inning. Still scoreless. Watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports, the 3-1. Didn't miss by much. Home plate umpire says miss low. Now now Andrew Cotter reached down a fielder's choice in the first inning. Hit one to Simonson the first time. Over at second. First offering good for a strike, and it's 0-1. Preston Miller awaits on deck. Braden Lewis looks in and fires home. Swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike to Andrew Cotter. Breaking ball good, backwards K, and that is done for Andrew Cotter. Everest gets a couple of base runners, but one was caught stealing and one was left stranded via the strikeout. We have played 2.5. It is still scoreless. Watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Rustic Redefined is the Wisconsin Rapids area's local boutique clothing store for women and children. Find a personalized shopping experience with excellent personal service and unique and trendy styles. Enjoy a great variety of always changing outfits, tops, purses, shoes, accessories, and so much more. Rustic Redefined has your unique style ready for you at an affordable price. Find your look on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids, or keep up with all the newest options on Facebook at Rustic Redefined.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Hey, it's Jeff Jenkins from the Milwaukee Brewers, here to tell you that before and after every Brewers game, get all your Wisconsin sports updates from Zaleski Sports. Zaleski Sports is your Wisconsin hometown high school sports network. Do it.
Brendan Huber to lead things off for Wisconsin Rapids here in the home half of the third inning. Looks at a strike. He singled his first time up to center field. And a breaking ball on the outside corner. Good for a strike, 0-2. The 0-2 coming back to Huber. And got him looking on the backwards K. And down goes Huber. 7th strikeout of the night for Langben.
Second baseman, number 8, Brett Simonson.
And now Brett Simonson, one of those strikeout victims so far today. That's Brendan Huber's first strikeout in conference play. Now it's foul back. Had only been walked twice, so it was both intentionally. Missed inside, evens it up at a ball and a strike. .53rd pitch coming for Nate Langben here in the bottom of the third inning. Gonna be hit into left, fair ball down the left field line, and a 1-out base hit for Brett Simonson. Going opposite field, that's what you got to do when he's pitching the corners. Nice piece of hitting there by Brett Simonson. After being struck out the first time, able to poke it down the left field line for a base hit. Now Cannon Plummet a strikeout on 3 pitches back in the first inning. Go to the 7th inning in Schofield, tied at 2. Rapids and Everest softball action. Simonson leads from first with 1 out. Eversole plays in at third. First one to Cannon Plummet, misses for a ball. Out or the defensive alignment, McDonald, Miller, Versamek left to right, Ebersol, Soppy, George, Chmielewski from third to first. Simonson was about a half a step off of first base. And Andrew Cotter catching for Nate Langbent. 1 ball, no strikes. Can to Plowman. Simonson not a big lead at first. Late on the fastball, and he evens it up at a ball and a strike. Braden Lewis waiting on deck. The 1-1 to Plowman. Throw over to first. Again, Simonson not a big lead over there at first base. Getting the signs from Coach Galita down the third base line. Third base coach's box. The 1-1. Outside. 2-1. Brewers back in action tonight. I believe 6:40 first pitch in about an hour or so. Able to take one from the Dodgers yesterday. 9-3. A 3-run fifth and a 6-run seventh for the Crew, including a pair of 3-run home runs from Milwaukee, Joey Weimer and Willie Adames. Outside missed. Oh, man. Called it for a strike, and he evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Plowman steps back into the right-handed batter's box. The 2-2 swung on and missed on the breaking ball. And there's 2 away. Strikeout number 8 for Nate Langbent. There's 2 away for Braden Lewis.
Pitcher number 21, Braden Lewis.
Dodgers got one in the 6th yesterday and a 2-run home run in the 9th, but that was it against Brewers pitching. Brewers scored 9 runs on 8 hits. No errors. Runner at first and 2 outs now for Braden Lewis. Spinner misses outside for a ball, 1-0. Defense so far today for DC Everest hasn't had to do really anything. The 1-0 to Braden Lewis takes a deep breath as Nate Langbent fires home. Can be lifted to left. Long run for McDonald, and he's going to make the catch to end the 3rd inning. That is the first non-strikeout out of the day for Wisconsin Rapids offensively. We have played 3 complete. It's still scoreless here in Wisconsin Rapids. You're watching high school baseball, Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
DC Everest will send up 4, 5, and 6 against Braden Lewis. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Get you a score update here from DC Everest. It is Rapids 2, Everest 2, top of the 7th inning. 2 runners in scoring position and 2 outs for the Red Raiders. If they win today and win tomorrow, win today and win on Thursday, they got a pretty good shot at a conference title this year in girls softball.
Now batting for the Evergreens, the center fielder, number 1, Preston Miller.
Preston Miller walked in his first at-bat. Braden Lewis at 46 pitches coming into the 4th inning. Miller, Langben, and Bankston for the Evergreens. First one misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Preston Miller, the center fielder. Again, one of those guys that you will see this summer. Part of the Everest Schofield Legion team. It's going to be lifted up and out of play. If you are a DC Everest fan watching this and listening to us, and you have a copy of the Everest Senior Legion schedule, please pass it along to steve@ZaleskiSports.com or jason@ZaleskiSports.com. Email it to us, and just so that we have a way to cover Everest Legion baseball this summer. Steve, S-T-E-V-E, @ZaleskiSports.com. It's going to be grounded over to Tokarski, plays back on it, across, and in time by a step to retire Preston Miller. There's 1 up and 1 down for Nate Langben. Fly out to center, his first time up on the first pitch that he saw. Again, a Everest Senior Legion schedule. You much appreciate it. Or if you send it to us on Facebook Messenger, that works as well. First one to Langben, misses low for a ball, and it's 1-0. He's driven deep to left center field. That's trouble. Ranging over, and it's going to be 1 hop the wall, and it's going to go over. No, it's going to stay in play. A 1-out triple for Nate Langben. Brennan Huber looked like he may have gotten a glove on it. But Nate Langben stands at third base with 1 out. A rocket to left center field.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 13, Caden Bankston.
And now Caden Bankston, a ground out to second his first time up. The infield plays in for Wisconsin Rapids. Nate Langben wants to run. Coach Dave Langben is not going to let him. Don't have an 18 on the roster for DC Everest. Do not have an 18 on the varsity or junior varsity rosters for the DC Everest Evergreens. So our mystery runner stands at third with Caden Bankston. Infield plays in. Gonna be grounded back up the middle and through for a base hit, and DC Everest is on the board first. A triple and an RBI base hit. And DC Everest is on the board here in the...
Now batting the right fielder, number 4, Jake Versamak.
Here in the 4th inning. Jake Versamak now. Strikeout in the 2nd. First one misses inside for a ball. All starts with the triple by Langben. Looks like they might go to extra innings in Schofield. The 1-0. Going to be lined to short and over the head of Ellis into left center field. And Everest is going to have 2 on and 1 out. Versamak with a base hit. Now Pearson McDonald.
Now batting the left fielder, number 11, Pearson McDonald.
McDonald lined out to Ellis to end the second inning. Good crowd watching that game. Coach Galita heading out to have a conversation with Braden Lewis before we get back to action. Hear from our friends over at Roberts Physical Therapy. Running can be hard on your body, whether you're training for marathons, competitive runs, or just for daily exercise. Turn to Roberts Physical Therapy to get moving, keep moving, and enjoy life on the run. Roberts Physical Therapy with locations in Amherst, Plainfield, and Wisconsin Rapids. See if we can get you some more score updates here on Zaleski Sports. Amherst and Wittenberg Burnhamwood in Game 2 of that doubleheader. Have they started? They have. They're in the bottom of the first, 1-0 Amherst. Of course, our game here. Good crowd watching online, of course. Appreciate you all. 100% appreciate you guys all watching. Well, Pack and Wrightstown, that game's probably over by now. Yep, it is. Mike Wendland had the call of that one. It is a 4-2 Wrightstown win. Eau Claire North and Memorial softball. We had a lot of softball on the network today. They're at commercial break right now in Schofield. Or excuse me, in Eau Claire. 9-0 Eau Claire North. 2 on, 1 out. First one to Pearson McDonald is good for a strike. That game in Eau Claire might be over relatively soon as well. Pacelli and Iola baseball. The 0-1 to McDonald. He lifted up and out of play. 0-2 now to the Everest left fielder. Iola up 5-3 over Pacelli. Iola knocked Pacelli out of the playoffs last year in baseball. 13-1 Pacelli over Almond Bancroft, closing in on a conference championship. The 0-2 got him looking on the backwards K, and Lewis comes back with a strikeout.
Now batting the second baseman, number 7.
Fourth strikeout of the day for Braden Lewis, and there's 2 away now for the number 9 hitter Logan George, who singled to left his first time. Score from Marshfield, 8-0 Spash over the Marshfield Tigers. Columbus winning their second game of the doubleheader on softball, 9-0 over Owen Withy. First one to Logan George, misses high and away. Got 2 games for you tomorrow, including this including this DC Everest baseball team. They'll host Rhinelander tomorrow, 4:30 start, up in Schofield. The 1-0. Right at the knee is first strike. Gives it up at a ball and strike. Neilsville heads to Marshfield to take on the Columbus Catholic Dons in their second game of a conference doubleheader. Neilsville trying to win that conference, the baseball side. The 1-1. Outside, Plum and able to snag it out of the air. And the count runs 2-1. They're in the 8th inning in Schofield. Girls softball, Wisconsin Valley Conference. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2 away here in the top of the 4th inning. A run across for the Evergreens. Just missed as Logan George tried to stick his elbow out there and try and get on base. You could see it. Tried to put that front elbow. Throw to second, just back in time is Caden Bankston. Runners at first and second with 2 outs, 3 balls and 1 strike. Defense for Wisconsin Rapids, Marco Simonson in left, Brennan Huber in center, and Jackson Laskowski in right. Josh Tokarski, Caleb Ells, Brett Simonson, and Ethan Freeman third to first. The 3-1, swung on and missed. Count runs full. Two runners will have a jump start. The payoff coming home. Foul straight back. Remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kyler Soppy retrieving it and on deck for the Evergreens. The payoff again. Grounded foul off the foot of Logan George. The 3-2. Foul back again. Pitch count up to 67 for Braden Lewis. Here in the top of the 4th inning.
Let's go here, kid. Hit the ball here.
Lewis comes set. And the payoff again. And got him looking on the backdoor breaker to end the Everest 4th inning. They do score once on 2 base hits. They leave 2 stranded. We have played 3.5. It is 1-0 DC Everest. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
If you think it's cold outside now, just wait. Nasty weather is on the way, but you don't have to freeze. Get your vehicle into MobileLink for a remote car starter. When it comes to remote starters, there is only one leader in central Wisconsin with over 5,000 units installed. Blake at MobileLink. You work hard, and it's time to treat yourself to something you will use all the time. Schedule that remote starter and start beating Old Man Winter.
Welcome. How may we help you?
New windows, new garage, new car, swimming pool, tuition. We're not talking scholarship here. And a vacation.
Our affordable home equity line of credit may be just what you need.
Medical expenses, braces for our youngest. How about the dog? Roof. How about the roof? And did I mention how long I wanted that vacation to be?
Your money, your life. How may we help you?
Four, 5, and 6, 2 up for Wisconsin Rapids here in the bottom of the 4th inning, trailing 1-0. Nate Langben back on the mound for inning number 4. 8 strikeouts through his first 3 innings. The last out of the inning from Braden Lewis in the 3rd was the first and so far only non-strikeout out. First one to Ethan Freeman is swung on and missed. Walked back in the 1st at Ethan. And behind the count, 0-2 quickly. And got him looking with a strikeout, 1 away.
Now batting for the Red Raiders, the designated hitter, number 16, Trevor Martin.
Trevor Martin struck out looking to end the 1st inning with the bases loaded against Nate Langben. Nobody on, 1 away. Now it's hit to 3rd and a base hit into left field, right down the 3rd base line. And a 1-out single for Trevor Martin. Opposite field hitting for Wisconsin Rapids, their last 2.
Now batting for the Red Raiders,
Base hit
right
for
fielder,
Brett Simonson
number
to
5.
left, and this one right down the line for Trevor Martin. Now Jackson Laskowski, strikeout victim His last at-bat, that was in the second inning. Runner at first and one out. Outside corner, good for a strike. Laskowski doesn't like the outside corner calls. The 0-1 to Laskowski. Missed outside, 1-1. Runner at first and one out. Langben coming up on pitch number 67. Takes a deep breath, looks at his runner, fires home. Can be lifted up into the screen, and the count runs 1 ball and 2 strikes. As the weather warms up, look to Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling in Wisconsin Rapids. They've got more than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. Call Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling today. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jackson Laskowski. And checked his swing. And they're going to say that he went around. Not sure about that. There's 2 away. Looked like he held his wrists, but
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Caleb
Oakland umpire says he broke his wrist and went around. Strikeout number 10 for Nate Langben, and there's 2 away. Now Caleb Ellis looks at a ball high. Struck out back in the second. Pitch number 70 for Nate Langben. The 0-1 to Caleb Ellis. Outside corner, good for a strike. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Marco Simonson awaiting on deck. The 1-1. Low in the dirt, evens or runs 2 balls and 1 strike. They're in the bottom of the 8th at DC Everest softball, tied at 2. 2 balls and 1 strike here, 2 outs. Langben fires home. Below the knees, gets the strike called, and it's 2-2. Deuces wild here in the bottom of the 4th. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Langben shakes one off, gets the second one he likes, looks at Martin over at first. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. And they're going to record the out at first base to end the inning. Strikeout number 11 for Nate Langben. We've played 4 complete. It is 1-0 DC Everest. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
One, 2, and 3 due up for DC Everest here in the top of the 5th inning. Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. Just past 6 o'clock here in central Wisconsin. Steve Maves here with you as we The good one on our hands, 1-0 DC Everest, scoring once in the fourth inning. Kyler Soppe to lead things off, a strikeout and a pop-out today for Kyler. Braden Lewis in his fifth inning of work. He's given up a run on 5 hits, struck out 5, has walked 2. The one's going to be popped up, very similar to his last out. And Ethan Freeman is going to make the catch. And there's one away here in the fifth. Very similar to how he was retired back in the third inning. And now Colin Ebersol, 1-for-1 today. A base hit and a walk. First one hits the inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Nobody on, one away. Lewis fires back, and they're going to say that he swung. And it's 0-2. No argument there from Colin Ebersol. No balls and 2 strikes. Pitch number 73 for Braden Lewis. Outside, and it's 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Colin Ebersol going to be lifted to Laskowski and right. Long run for Jackson. He makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Some of those you get kind of nervous if you're going to overrun them. Laskowski able to put on the brakes just in time. Score from Schofield. They're going to the 9th. Tied at 2.
Number 24, Andrew Cotter.
Andrew Cotter today, a fielder's choice and a strikeout. First one misses high for a ball. High and in. 1-0. That's one to keep our eye on. 2 good teams, both in baseball and in softball. DC Everest and Wisconsin Rapids this year. They're in the top of the 9th in Schofield. The 1-1. He swung on and missed over the top of it, and it's 1-2. Chris Conley taking it home in the Everest softball game. 1-2 misses low and away, 2-2. The 2-2. Count runs full. Ended up having 11 games on the network tonight for you. Doubleheader softball in Marshfield, Owen Withy and Columbus Catholic, in Wittenberg, Bournemouth, and Amherst. Lifted up and out of play, third base side. Of course, our Everest Rapids doubleheader action. Baseball and softball. Wrightstown beat Waupaca in softball. Eau Claire North was up big on Eau Claire Memorial in softball. The payoff coming back and lost him. A runner at first and 2 outs for Preston Miller. Ground out to Tokarski his last time up. Going to have a courtesy runner for Cotter. Last time it was Cole O'Brien. And see if Coach Langben calls on somebody else. No, he'll stay Cole O'Brien running for the catcher, Andrew Cotter. Pacelli softball likely won their conference today after looked like a run rule win over Allman Bancroft. There's still Coach Drew Nelson talking to Peyton Mansell. Spash at Marshfield softball. 10-0 Spash. Our only other game right now, I would assume, is Pacelli and Iola Scandinavia. Not many left. First one to Preston Miller is good for a strike. We got a handful of them live yet. The 0-1 of Miller is good. Oof, just missed outside. And the counter runs even at 1-1. At 9-2, now they got him in a pickle. Throw down to second, and they threw out Cole O'Brien in the base pass to end the 5th inning. Another pickoff there by Braden Lewis. We've played 4.5. It's still 1-0 DC Everest. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Wisconsin River Orthopedics has been providing comprehensive care to Wood County for over 50 years. We offer urgent care for orthopedic pain and injuries, joint replacement, along with focused sports medicine care from evaluation to rehabilitation. Our facilities offer a spacious rehab center to get you back to doing what you love most, along with the latest technology in our ambulatory surgery center and a comfortable open MRI. Stop living with pain and limited range in your joints. Turn to Wisconsin River Orthopedics and get back to the way life is meant to be.
For years, our Store Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Store Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Store Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
Rapids will have 9-1-2 due up here in the home half of the 5th inning. Simonson, Huber, and Simonson trailing 1-0. Bottom of the 5th. Nate Langben at 73 pitches so far here in this outing.
Leading off for the Red Raiders, the left fielder, number 27, Marcos Simonson.
Top of the 9th must have gone pretty fast. They're already in the bottom of the 9th. Softball diamond and they're at DC Everest High School, tied at 2. First offering to Marcos, hits it outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Struck out to end the 2nd inning. Now it's going to be ripped to left center field. That one's back. McDonald is over his head, and one hops the wall. Simonson rounding second. They're going to send him to third. It's going to be a play at third. Throw is in time and got him. Oh, and Coach Galitta's asking for an appeal, and Simonson thinks he's safe. Coach Galitta thinks he was safe. I think he got around the tag. So a double for Simonson, then a 7-6-5 put out.
Center fielder number 3, Brendan Huber.
And there's one away here in the 5th inning. And a late call and a strike to Brendan Huber. A ball and 1 strike. Spinner missed high, and it evens at 1-1. The 1-1. Missed outside for a ball, 2-1. And even if we had a replay, we wouldn't be able to get a good view on that. There's a swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and it's 2-2. Coach Galitta and Marcos Simonson were right there. Looked like he got that first hand over the tag. Now it's going to be lifted up and out of play. And the first hand over the tag, and then bang, bang, that's for sure. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Missed outside for a ball. Counter runs full. Nate Langben wanted that one. The DC Everest faithful wanted that one. Missed outside for a ball. And walked him.
Now batting for the Red Raiders, the second baseman, number 8, Brett Simonson.
Final score from Schofield, a 2-run home run for DC Everest to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th. Conference hopes still alive for the Evergreens in softball. 3 teams sit atop that conference, all with 2 losses. Huber leads from first with 1 out. There goes Brennan. Inside, missed. And a stolen base for Brennan Huber. Now there's a runner at second with 1 out. 1-0 count to Brett Simonson. Nate Langbin at 83 pitches. What a way to finish that one in the bottom of the 9th in Schofield. Langbin comes set. Brett today a strikeout and a base hit. Struck out in the first. Had a base hit to left in the third. Langbin comes set on the 2-0. And missed high for a ball, 3-0. Cannon Plumman awaiting on deck. A pair of strikeouts today for Cannon. Three balls and no strikes to Brett Simonson. There's one right down the middle for a strike, and it's 3-1. Pitch number 87 for Nate Langbin coming up. Huber stands at second with 1 out. Langbin fires home. There he goes to third. Hit down. And foul. Right off the handle of Brett Simonson. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Langbin looks in. On the payoff, coming back. Kicks and fires. Swung on and missed. Blew it past him. Strikeout number 12 of the day for Nate Langbin, and now Cannon Plumman.
Catcher number 19, Cannon Plumman.
Runner at second and 2 outs for Cannon. Pair of strikeouts today. Coach Langbin tells Preston Miller to shade him to the right field side of second base out there in center field. And the first offering from Nate Langbin. Time is called. Good job there by Cannon Plumman. Brennan Huber, the shortstop, Kyler Sapio is over at second base. Brennan Huber did not move an inch. Runner at second and 2 outs. There's a swing and a miss. Throw down to third is not going to be there. And Huber reaches third on the pass ball. A strike called to Cannon Plumman. Tried to check his swing. Was unable to. Runner at third and 2 outs for Wisconsin Rapids, trailing 1-0, bottom of the 5th. He already had a big finish. Already had a big finish in at DC Everest for softball. Walk-off 2-run home run for the Evergreens. The 0-1 to Plumman. Slice foul. Right field side, and it's 0-2 to Cannon. Pitch number 91 coming up for Nate Langbin here. And you're allowed 100, and you're allowed to finish a batter if you get to that mark. Langman comes back in the 0-2 to Cannon Plumman. And missed outside for a ball. That's 1-2. Good hold there by Cannon. These two teams meet up again on Thursday at DC Everest. The 1-2 to Plumman. Going to be chopped back over to Langben. He's going to take it himself on the one unassisted to end the fifth inning. No runs on one hit, no errors, and one left on. We have played 5 complete. Still 1-0 DC Everest. You're watching high school baseball. Zaleski Sports.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com. The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Go to the top of the 6th inning here in Wisconsin Rapids. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. Preston Miller is due up. He was at the plate when Cole O'Brien was picked off in the last half inning, or in the last inning, I should say. Preston Miller, a walk and a ground out today in his 2 at-bats. Braden Lewis had 83 pitches. We play in the top of the 6th inning. There is some warm-up action for DC Everest in their bullpen. Nate Langman will be unable to finish this game as they first pitch swinging fly out to center field for the first out. One away for the aforementioned Nate Langman, a one-out triple back in the 4th, and then his courtesy runner came in to score. Nobody on, one away for Nate Langben. And the Wichita State commit, only a junior. First one's flown out and out of play. Braden Lewis back in the 0-1. Just missed low for a ball and evens it up at a ball and strike. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a free quote from Kerry Van Hurst. State Farm on auto, homeowners, renters, and more. For both Wisconsin Rapids and Marshfield, find Kerry Van Hurst State Farm on Facebook to get started today. Lewis pumps in a strike, and it's 1-2. He hit sharply into left. And a base hit for Nate Langben. Squared it up. Now Caden Bankston, a ground out and an RBI base hit in his 2 at-bats. We have a courtesy runner here. Again, that is mystery number 18 for the Evergreens. Stone Innovation can give you a brand new kitchen within just 1 week. Countertops, backsplashes, flooring, cabinets, and everything else you find in your kitchen. Stone Innovation takes care of it all for you, for fabrication, design, and installation. For your next kitchen or countertop, or excuse me, your kitchen or bathroom, I should say, look to Stone Innovations in Plover. Runner at first and 1 out. First offering popped up. Plowman in foul territory is going to make the catch. And there's 2 away now for Jake.
Now batting the right fielder, number 4, Jake Versamak.
Jake Versamak with a runner at first and 2 outs now. See if we can get you a number over there that's warming up. Can't quite see it in the bullpen area. Pitch number 90 coming for Braden Lewis. Double barrel action, it looks like, for the Evergreens. Swung on and missed. Jake today a strikeout and a single. That's 2 at-bats. And just picture perfect Tuesday afternoon turning into Tuesday evening here in Wisconsin Rapids. The 0-1 from Braden Lewis. It's going to be a line to left center. And now it's going to hang up long enough for Brendan Hubert to track down to end the top of the 6th. No runs, 1 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We have played 5.5. You are still 1-0 in favor of DC Everest. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggleworms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Hey, it's Jeff Jenkins from the Milwaukee Brewers, here to tell you that before and after every Brewers game, get all your Wisconsin sports updates from Zaleski Sports. Zaleski Sports is your Wisconsin hometown high school sports network. Do it.
Kyler Soppe, the new pitcher for DC Everest. Nate Langben is now over to third base. Cole Ebersol probably over at short. Can't quite see his number. Let's go through the stat line for Nate Langben. 5 innings. Gave up 4 hits. Struck out 12. Walked 3. Here in 5 innings tonight, as increasing that strikeout total.
You want position changes? Number 1 batter for Everest is now the pitcher. The number 2 batter for Everest is now the shortstop. And the number 5 batter for Everest is now third base.
So as you hear from our home plate umpire, exactly as we had thought. Soppe, the new pitcher, Ebersol, the new shortstop, and Langben, the new third baseman. And he'll face off with Braden Lewis, Ethan Freeman, and Trevor Martin, his first 3
Leading off for the Red Raiders, the pitcher,
first 3 batters.
Braden Lewis.
A walk and a flyout today for Braden. See if Kyler Soppe can get a 2-inning save here for the Evergreens. Stay in the race for the top spot in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. First offering for Braden Lewis, misses inside for a ball. Soppe stands on the furthest side, or the furthest part on the rubber to first base. Late call on the strike on the outside corner. Good frame job there by Andrew Cotter. 1 ball and 1 strike to Braden Lewis. Spinner good for a strike, and it's 1-2. Shakes a couple off, shakes 3 off, gets the 4th one that he likes. The 1-2 from Kyler Soppe. He chopped back up the middle, backhanded by second baseman George, and foot's off the base. No, they're going to say he's safe. No, they're going to say he's out, I should say. And it looked like he had that foot pulled. Braden Lewis was about to march back to the dugout. And see if these umpires, again, coming together, as they should. Chmielewski not pleading a case or anything. They're going to call him out. And there's one away. Now Ethan Freeman a walk and a strikeout today.
Now batting for Wisconsin Rapids, number 11, the first baseman, Ethan Freeman.
Nobody on, 1 out. First one misses outside for a ball. For the best in recreational and hunting properties in Wisconsin, call Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties to share your goals, and Brian can tell you where and how to make it a reality. 715-213-4468. And give him a call at 715-213-4468. 2 balls and no strikes. Ethan Freeman, Trevor Martin awaiting on deck. The Heartland Farms postgame show will wrap up our broadcast here today. Postgame interviews can be found on the highlights. We likely post it tonight. Zaleski Sports, Wausau or Wisconsin Rapids, depending on how this one finishes out. 2-0 right down 8th Street for a strike to Ethan Freeman. And it's 2-1. And first pitch this afternoon is at 4:55. It was 70 degrees that first pitch today. Tomorrow is supposed to get nearly 80 degrees. Right now, 69 degrees. Thunderstorm just north of Neilsville, looks like, from our weather app. The 2-1 to Ethan Freeman. Line fouled. Straight back, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 78 tomorrow, 80 on Thursday, 75 on Friday. The rain chance going down now on Friday, luckily. Got a big soccer game over at Washington Elementary School on Friday. Atop the Mid-Wisconsin Conference or something. Count runs full now. Assumption and Regis. Regis McDonald Co-op come to Wisconsin Rapids on Friday for a big soccer game. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Ethan Freeman. Kyler Soppe fires home and got him looking on the inside corner. And another strikeout. 13th of the day. The first for Soppe. With so much of our lives riding on the internet these days, choosing a provider you can rely on has become more important than ever. As a local company, Solaris sees their customers as neighbors and not just numbers. You can trust their fiber delivers the fastest, most reliable, and most advanced internet experience in town. Visit Solaris.net. First offering to Trevor Martin is line foul. Trevor today a strikeout and a single. His last one right down the line at third. All those that were tuning in to watch DC Everest walk off Wisconsin Rapids on softball, welcome to Wisconsin Rapids, DC Everest and Wisconsin Rapids baseball. 1-0 Evergreens in the bottom of the 6th inning. And missed inside for a ball, 1-1. Nate Langben threw 5 innings, struck out 12. He also had a triple in the 4th, and his courtesy runner came in to score on an RBI base hit by Caden Bankston. That's the only scoring so far. That one's going to be hit to short, backhanded by Ebersol across, and it's off the glove. The base umpire is ready to call Martin out. And a base hit for Trevor Martin. And they're going to have a courtesy runner for Trevor. See if it's Jordan Seligowski. Nope, that's going to be Josh Tokarski coming in to run for himself. Or run for Trevor Martin, who he's DHing for. Heck of a play there by Colin Ebersold. Right off the end of the mitt of Noah Shimilewski. Base runner with 2 outs for Wisconsin Rapids. Made a Custom Apparel in Stevens Point provides quality decorated apparel from hometown schools and summer teams to corporate and team outings, along with promotional items and sporting goods. That's Made a Custom Apparel in Stevens Point. Jackson Laskowski, a couple of strikeouts today. He is victim number 4 and victim number 10 of Nate Langben's 12 strikeouts. Kyler Soppe on the mound. We play in the bottom of the 6th. That one's off the mitt. And a pass ball allowing Tokarski to get to second base. It would have been a wild pitch, but Cotter had it on his mitt. Laskowski ahead in the count 1-0. DC Everest in the 7th will have 8, 9, and 1 up to bat. Due up. The 1-0 to Laskowski, way behind the fastball, and evens it up at a ball and a strike. One ball, one strike, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, 1-0 DC Everest. Kyler Soppe in relief of Nate Langben. Pitch count for Langben got up to 92 pitches. Laskowski, 1 ball and 1 strike. Tokarski leads from second. The 1-1 from Soppe is missed low for a ball. Able to hold up was Laskowski. Again, the oohs and ahs from the Everest faithful after that one. More so oohs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Soppe fires. Low strike. Laskowski doesn't like it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild here in the bottom of the 6th. Tokarski leads from second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Soppe gets one that he likes. Comes set. On the 2-2. Swung on and missed. On the breaking ball. The outside corner, Laskowski down via the strikeout. And Soppe able to get out of it here in the 6th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We have played 6 complete. It's 1-0 Everest. Braden Lewis out there for inning number 7. When we come back, you're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Pearson McDonald will lead off the 7th inning for DC Everest, leading 1-0. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Evergreens. First offering from Lewis is good for a strike. Pitch number 92 for Braden. And you can get up to 100. You can cross 100 as long as you're still facing the same batter that you get to 100 at. Everest back in action tomorrow against Rhinelander, Thursday against Rapids. Popped up and out of play. Rapids will be at Everest on Thursday, hosting Eau Claire North on Saturday doubleheader. The 0-2 misses. We'll be unable to bring you that game live on Saturday. Got a lot of games on Saturday. Go check those out, ZaleskiSports.com or Grassland Dairy weekly schedule. The 1-2. Got him looking on a low strike. Backwards K, and there's one away. And now Logan George.
Number 7, Logan George.
A single and a strikeout today for Logan. Kyler Sapia waits on deck. Swing on a miss. 96 for Braden Lewis. There's a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. The 0-2. Got him looking on the inside corner, and there's 2 away. Back-to-back strikeouts. 6 and 7, and now Kyler Soppy. 98 pitches for Braden Lewis. He can finish this at bat against Soppy. First one misses outside for a ball. Pitch number 99. Soppy 0 for 3 today. A strikeout, a couple of pop-outs in foul territory to the right side. The 1-0. Fouled straight back. That's pitch number 100 for Braden Lewis. But again, he can finish the at-bat. The 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The outside corner. Pitch 102 for Braden Lewis. Lined into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Kyler Soppy with a 2-out single, and Braden Lewis's day will be finished on a base hit. Outstanding performance by Braden Lewis once again. He will give the ball to Brian Olds, who will come into play third, or pitch, or second. He'll play second. Brett Simonson will take the mound for Wisconsin Rapids. So we'll see what the defensive changes are here. Simonson will go from second to the mound. Brian Olds will come in and play second. And Braden Lewis will head over to first base and relieve Ethan Freeman of his fielding duties today. Braden Lewis goes 6 2/3. Gives up 7 hits, 1 run, struck out 7. Walked 3, left 6 runners stranded. The Kyler Soppy base runner is his responsibility if he comes in to score. Wisconsin River Orthopedics encourages you to stop living with the pain. Come see them and let's get you back to living your life to the fullest. For joint pain, rehabilitation, urgent care, and more, come to Wisconsin River Orthopedics in Wisconsin Rapids. Brett Simonson will face off with Colin Ebersold. A single, a walk, and a flyout today for Colin. Rapids in their half of the 7th inning will have 8, 9, and 1. And Brett Simonson is going to come in and try and keep the deficit at just 1. Home plate umpire will give us defensive changes.
In the number 2 position for Rapids, he's going into pitch. In the number 4 position, he's going into first. And in the number 5 position, number 18 is coming in, and he's playing second.
And those are your changes right there.
As
thought.
The third baseman, number 3, Colin Ebersol.
Colin Ebersol, the batter here for DC Everest with a runner at first and 2 outs. And Brett Simonson trying to keep this deficit at 1, trailing here in the top of the 7th. Soppy, a good lead over there at first, and he takes off. Throw down to second is not in time. And quite the jump there for Kyler Soppy to steal second base. Now a runner in scoring position. One strike to Colin Ebersol. The 0-1 from Simonson. Low throw down to third. Plowman wasn't ready for it. And now there's a runner at third with 2 outs. 1 ball and 1 strike to Colin Ebersol. Bounced away just enough, and Soppy got a good read on it. The 1-1. Outside corner for a strike, and it's 1-2. Soppy at third with 2 outs. Brett Simonson in relief of Braden Lewis. The 1-2 back to Ebersol. Swung on and missed, and that'll end this 7th inning with a strikeout. Here we go to the bottom of the 7th. It'll be 8, 9, and 1. 2 out for Wisconsin Rapids. Trailing by 1. We'll be back to Wisconsin Rapids after this on Zaleski Sports.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
Don't let pain or mobility issues keep you from enjoying life. Let our physical therapy doctors and our staff at Roberts Physical Therapy help you recover your ability to move easily and live free of aches and pains, providing effective individual treatment plans. Whether you're experiencing problems with balance and mobility, you're experiencing pain in your low back, or you're dealing with any other physical challenges, we'll take care of you. For more information on how we can service your needs, contact us today.
Here we go to the bottom of the 7th. 1-0 in favor of DC Everest. It'll be Ellis, Simonson, and Huber. Caleb Ellis today 0 for 2, a pair of strikeouts. Victim 5 and victim 11 of Nate Langben's 12 strikeouts today. Kyler Soppy came in the last inning. Able to record a couple of strikeouts.
Number 2, Caleb Ellis.
Caleb Ellis looking for a breakout hit here. 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts today. Tyler Soppy came in the 6th and struck out 2. Rapids hitters have struck out 14 times today. First offering, Caleb Ellis misses outside. 14 of the first 18 outs were strikeouts. Kyler Soppe comes set. And the 1-0. It lifted up, third base side, not a play. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Marco Simonson and then Brennan Huber. One ball and one strike to Caleb Ellis. Soppe fires. Breaking ball good for a strike, and it's 1-2. One ball and two strikes. Soppe, a long look. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that one gets away. Hits the backstop, and Rapids is going to have a base runner after the strikeout and wild pitch. Any way to get him on for Rapids. He swung on and missed, and it spiked in front of home plate and went to the backstop. Now Marco Simonson, who had a double and was thrown out at third back in the fifth inning. Trying to stretch it out to a triple. Brennan Huber awaits on deck. Offering to Simonson, and that one gets off the glove of Cotter. And to second goes Ellis. Simonson squared the bunt, pulled back. That was runner at second and nobody out on the pass ball. And Dave Langban coming out to have a conversation with the infield. Nobody knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms. With roots in Amherst and now based in Hancock, this fifth-generation potato and vegetable farm produces many varieties of chipping potatoes and currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Learn more about the best in the potato biz at heartland.farm. That is heartland.farm. It's a long conversation as Brennan Huber comes out to give a ball to our home plate umpire. Here we go. Runner at second and nobody out here in the bottom of the seventh. 1-0 DC Everest. Marco Simonson had a rocket shot to left field his last time up. Kyler Soppe behind the count, 1-0. Corner infielders play in. That's Langben at third. Shimilewski over at first. Doesn't square this time, looks at a strike in the inside corner. Ellis leads from second with nobody out. Soppe, long look. Fires home. Missed outside for a ball. 2-1. Top of the order, two up next for Wisconsin Rapids. Check the heart rate here, it's high. 2 balls and a strike. Wheels and deals. Popped up on the infield. Foul territory. Shimilewski over on it. Cotter over on it, and Cotter makes the catch. No, Shimilewski made the catch. Nonetheless, there's one away and a big first out.
Now batting for Wisconsin Rapids, the center fielder, number 3, Brennan Huber.
Now Brennan Huber today, a single, a strikeout, and a walk. Strikeout victim number 7 for Nate Langben. That was Brennan's first strikeout in conference play this year. Ellis leads from second with good speed. Brennan Huber with a powerful bat. Soppe comes set. First offering to Brennan Huber misses. Good for a strike. Outside corner has been called a strike all day. Brett Simonson awaits on deck. The 0-1 to Brennan Huber. Missed outside. Good stop back there by Cotter. Readjusts his pitch wristband. Does Andrew Cotter. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ball game just over 2 hours old. The 1-1 to Brennan. And laid off. He wanted it bad. Able to lay off and looked at a ball low. Good speed at second for Wisconsin Rapids. Ellis stands there. 2-1 from Soppy to Huber. Missed outside, 3-1. At this point, if you're Dave Langbend, you just put him on. Don't want to risk him getting a piece of one. It's a hitter's count here, 3-1 with 1 out. Runner at second base, bottom of the 7th inning. 1-0 DC Everest. Kyler Soppy comes set on the 3-1. Long look. Still looks and fires. And lost him. High and tight. Runners at first and second for Brett Simonson. Pair of strikeouts today for Brett, sandwiched around a base hit in the 3rd. Fantastic speed now on the base paths for Wisconsin Rapids. Ellis from second, Huber from first with 1 out. Soppy fires, misses high. Cannon Plum and awaits on deck. Brett Simonson's got the power too. Bersamak over and right is playing way off the line. The 0-1 to Simonson. Misses inside, almost hit him in the front knee. And it's 2-0. Two balls and no strikes with 1 away. Ellis from second, Huber from first, 1 out. The 2-0 to Simonson. Inside corner for a strike, and it's 2-1. Kyler Soppy trying to get this 2-inning save today. In trouble here in the 7th. 2 balls and a strike. Takes a deep breath as Kyler Soppy looks at his runners. Nobody holding him on. The 2-1. Swung on and missed. Had them all twisted up, and it's 2-2. Just past 7 o'clock here in Wisconsin Rapids. Watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports. Coming down to the final inning here, bottom of the 7th. 2 runners on, 1 batter out. 1-0 DC Everest. Kyler Soppy a long look in, and Simonson calls time. Soppy wasn't even set yet. The 1 out was a pop-up by Marco Simonson. Brett trying to come through here. 2-2 coming back. And missed low, and the count runs full now. Ellis at second, Huber at first. Kyler Soppy on the mound for DC Everest. The payoff. Going to be hit right back up the middle. They are going to hold Ellis at third. And a smart hold there by Coach Galetta. Preston Miller came up throwing. And now the bases are loaded for Cannon Plumman.
Now batting hitting for Wisconsin Rapids, the catcher.
Caleb Ellis would have been a dead duck at home plate. Now Cannon Plum, a couple of strikeouts and a ground out back to Langben in the 5th inning. Infield plays in for DC Everest. Plumman trying to be the hero for Wisconsin Rapids. Soppy comes set. The first offering from Kyler. Misses high for a ball. Braden Lewis awaiting on deck for the Red Raiders. Cannon takes a deep breath ahead in the count. 1 ball, no strikes. Soppy takes a deep breath as well on the mound. Huber stands at second, the winning run. That one misses low. Good stop by Cotter. 2-0. Ellis, the tying run at third. Logan George tells his senior pitcher to take a deep breath and settle down. Bases loaded. 1 out. 2-0 count to the Rapids catcher, Cannon Plumman. Ellis stands at third. Huber at second. Going to be lifted up, right field side, long run over on it is Versamek, and that was going to bounce foul, and it's 2-1. The tying run at third is Caleb Ellis. He started the inning off with a strikeout, but he reached on the wild pitch. Marco Simonson popped out to Shimolewski and foul territory at first. Huber walked. Simonson singled back up the middle. Soppy comes set on the 2-1 to Cannon Plumman. Misses high, and it's 3-1. Right now, if you're Wisconsin Rapids, a walk is as good as a base hit here. 43rd pitch for Kyler Soppy, pretty much taking him out of consideration for a game on Thursday to pitch. Kyler takes a deep breath. Comes back in the 3-1 to Cannon Plumman. Kicks and fires. Oh, just hits the outside corner and count runs full now. Heart rate keeps on going up for me. I can't imagine what it is for Kyler Soppy and Cannon Plumman right now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Soppy is going through breathing techniques on the mound. The 3-2 to Cannon Plumman. And got him looking at a backwards K. And there's 2 away. Now Braden Lewis, a walk, a fly out, and a ground out. The infield can play back now with 2 outs. Tying run standing at third base for Wisconsin Rapids. Braden Lewis at the dish. Inside corner for a strike. If Everest holds on, Kyler Soppy will be our player of the game. Again, interviews in the highlights tonight. No balls and a strike to Braden Lewis. Left-handed batter, and he calls time and steps out. Home plate umpire will go out and take a walk around. The runner at first right now for Wisconsin Rapids irrelevant. That's Brett Simonson. Ellis stands at third as the tying run. Huber stands at second as the winning run. Great speed at second and third. The 0-1 to Braden Lewis. Misses inside. No. Called a strike. Did not look close on the inside corner. No balls and 2 strikes to Braden Lewis. Soppy shakes one off. Second one he gets, he likes. The 0-2. Missed high, and it's 1-2. Rapids down to their final strike here. Kyler Soppe has thrown 47 pitches in an inning and 2/3. Bases are loaded for Wisconsin Rapids, 2 outs. Soppe gets one that he likes. Comes set from the belt. The 1-2. Grounded over to short. Ebersold backs up on it, and it's bobbled! Everybody's going to be safe! Huber's coming home to score, and he wins! Wisconsin Rapids has won it! Wisconsin Rapids has won it! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, what a way to end it! What a way to end it here in Wisconsin Rapids. Oh my goodness! A routine play for Colin Ebersold is bobbled, and Huber was running on the connection with the bat. And Huber slides home, and the Red Raiders win it. Oh my goodness, what a way to finish it here tonight. Wisconsin Rapids 2 and DC Everest 1. Oh my goodness. What a way to finish here in Wisconsin Rapids. Colin Ebersold with the error on the ground ball by Braden Lewis. And Huber was off with the crack of the bat at second. Ellis scored easily. And going back at it as we will, Colin Ebersold may have taken his eyes off the ball there. And what a way to finish here in Wisconsin Rapids. Red Raiders 2 and the Evergreens 1. We'll take our break here with our Heartland Farms postgame show. Back to the Quadplex after this on Zaleski Sports.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right.
Had to catch my breath there for a second. Heartland Farms postgame show coming up next here on Zaleski Sports, and what a doozy it was. Nate Langben, hats off to Nate, going 5 innings, striking out 12. But the early inning trouble that he was in, 31 pitches in the first inning, unable to get through, unable to pitch the 6th inning for DC Everest. Kyler Soppe came in, pitched a good 6th inning, got into early trouble with a strikeout and a wild pitch, allowing Caleb Ellis to reach base. Marco Simonson, a good battle, flew out to first base in foul territory. Brendan Huber worked a 1-out walk. Brett Simonson singled back up the middle, and Cannon Plumman struck out looking, but then Braden Lewis on a 1-2 pitch, a hard chopper to shortstop. That was Colin Ebersold. And again, we were just talking about it now. During that Heartland Farms that commercial, took his eyes off the ball for 1 second, trying to get the out of Simonson at second base, he bobbled it, allowing Caleb Ellis to score, and then Brendan Huber was off with a crack of the bat, and when that ball was bobbled, he was able to score from second base. Rapids improves to 16-3 on the year, already surpassing their win total from a year ago. They stay undefeated at home, and they are 4-3 in the conference right now. DC Everest falls to 7-6 on the year and 4-2 in conference. Wow. Heart rate exploded during that during that final inning. What an inning it was. Rapids will be back in action on Thursday in Schofield at DC Everest. We'll have that game for you on Zaleski Sports. DC Everest will be back in action tomorrow. They'll host Rhinelander, 4:30 start at DC Everest High School. And then, of course, they'll be home against Rapids on Thursday. For all of us at Zaleski Sports, thank you for tuning in. Highlights of this game later on tonight on Facebook at Zaleski Sports, Wisconsin Rapids. Have a great night, everyone. We'll talk to you again on Thursday right here on Zaleski Sports.